Awesome. Hey, Scott, thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to join me here today. Big excitement about your show coming up at Alberta Street Pub. Tell me, how's the preparations for the show coming?
Good. We're all as rehearsed as we're going to be, and yeah, just kind of dealing with all the administrative stuff, and but it should be good. I think we're good. We're ready to go. We got everything all lined up, and excited to do it.
Cool. Now, in the band that you're playing with, is it mainly the players from who recorded the record with you?
Yep. Yeah, we have. We've in our last conversation, I mentioned that we never were able to settle on a band name. For the purposes of billing on the show, we finally settled on the name The Essential Workers. So we're Scott Jeffries and The Essential Workers.
Well, how timely.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's the same crew that recorded on the album, Rich Westblatt, Hillary Haynes, Chris Palmer. And then we are absolutely blessed to be joined by two legends. We've got Hank Rasco on the keys, playing the entire show. And then tickling the pedal steel, we've got one Paul Brainerd sitting in.
Wow.
So really great band.
Yeah, a couple of Hall of Famers there.
I know. So just trying to ride their coattails.
Yeah, well done. And maybe you could just kind of tell us how this all started. I know that the songs emerged from the weekly songwriter challenge that Taylor Kingman hosts through the Laurel Thirst. Once the pandemic hit, everybody kind of went remote with that, but the challenge continued, and that's kind of where you came in, right?
Yeah, and in fact, I never was really part of the challenge before that. I used to. The Laurel Thirst Open Mic is basically the first place I ever regularly played in Portland, almost 20 years ago now. But then I formed bands and kind of went off and drifted away from the open mic scene. But then when everything went remote, a friend invited me to that group, and I was like, oh, this sounds like fun. And so I did one song, and it's like, oh, that was nice. And I tried another one, and it just kind of became this thing where it was like my greatest sense of routine and interpersonal interaction, actually being able to connect with other human beings on some level. So I found it really therapeutic, and pretty much all the songs were inspired by this whole situation, and just became this very immediate reflection on what was happening. And this was the first 3 months of this situation, and now we're more than a year into it. It's not over yet. So but hopefully we're on the tail end, so it's kind of a timely time to be releasing this album. And
right on. Did anything really surprise you during the process of putting the songs together and then going in and recording them? Did you come to some realization that maybe you hadn't have figured you'd run into?
Yeah, just how easy it is to write songs, honestly. I mean, I don't know about you. I know you spend a long time recording albums. And I'll come up with an idea for a song, and then I just can't finish it, or I'll write most of the song and I'm just not happy with this one part, and it just lingers, and I labor over songs, and I really struggle to just get my ideas out there and have the self-confidence to say, yeah, this song is fine the way it is. I don't need to keep tinkering with it endlessly. And so having this, weekly process and this Sunday deadline where you have to post your video, and it's like public accountability. And if you don't post your video, everyone knows you didn't do it that week. And so, you just kind of write what comes, and you just roll with it. And ultimately, I think this is the best batch of songs I've ever written. And I think a lot of it is because I was just going with my instincts, and I wasn't overthinking things.
Right on. And so now you're towards the almost through the looking glass. It's unbelievable. A year later, the record's in the can. It's out there for folks to listen to. Now a show to do. And what are the thoughts going forward? Any future shows for this band, or back to your regular band, Stars of Cascadia? What's the rest of the year hold for you?
Well, Stars of Cascadia is really excited to get back in the basement. We've been doing outdoor stuff for a while. In fact, we're doing that tonight. So yeah, we just bring, acoustic guitars or little amps, and it is what it is. I mean, it's been good for working out songs, but it's not how we want to be doing this. So,
Right.
most of us are at least half vaccinated now, and as soon as we're all immune, we're going to cram back into that basement, and we got to work in a new drummer, and kind of get that together. But also, I didn't plan to make this album, but I was planning to make a solo album, and I had been recording it myself and was like probably 80-90% recorded. And then this all happened, and I just kind of put it on the back burner. But now I want to bring this band in here and help me finish that album too.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I think there's definitely going to be more shows, because we're really excited to play Alberta Street, but it's outside, so you got to keep the volume down, and it's limited capacity. Although we sold it out, which is 40 tickets, and that's not a huge crowd, but I'd say most of the shows I played, I would have been thrilled to have 40 people there. So.
Right.
But
Awesome.
we want to play a proper show with loud amplifiers and people packed together, and so. And I think this is a really special band, and so I think I have room in my life for both. It's kind of swinging it.
Awesome, Scott. Well, wishing you the best of luck for a great Thursday night. I'm sure it's going to be fun for all, and hopefully the band has a great night and lights it up. And looking forward to checking it out. So thanks a bunch for stopping by and sharing some thoughts with us.
Thanks a lot, Billy. Look forward to seeing
All
you.
right, bud.
All
Talk
right.
to you soon.